Realme's first launch of 2020 in India is the Realme C3, the third installation in Realme's budget C series, and while it may have an unassuming exterior, inside it does seem to pack quite a punch. Let's get to know it a little better in today's video. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech, and if you do end up liking what you see in this video, please consider turning on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Let's now get this video started. We have a regulation yellow Realme box here for the C3, highlights to the back, information sticker here. Let me get my unboxing knife. They've scratched out the pricing on the sticker, by the way. This is a review unit, so that was expected. Anyways, slicing through the plastic, let's peel it off. I'm opening up the box now, and the first thing we have is this little "Hey, welcome to the Realme family" card. This has the SIM ejector tool and a couple of pamphlets. Then there is the Realme C3 itself. Taking it out of its protective cover, let me peel the sticker and also remove the screen protector, to better show you the display. But then, fun fact, the screen protector will magically go back on for the rest of this video. Guess how we ended up doing that? Next, we have a micro USB cable with yellow accents, and finally, a 10-watt charger. Design-wise, we have a few changes from the Realme C2. The rear cameras are now arranged vertically in keeping with the latest Realme design trends. And the back, well, it's got a really nice textured pattern to it. I prefer this over the glossy finishes as these don't pick up fingerprints all that easily, and they also offer a good grip. The red suits this design nicely, and there's a subtle color shifting effect here. Realme says it's inspired by rays of sunlight. And thanks to all this plastic, the C3 weighs in at 195 grams despite sporting a beefy 5000 mAh battery. The in-hand heft coupled with that 6.52-inch display means that we found ourselves using the C3 with both hands more often than not. Talking about the display, this is an HD Plus IPS LCD panel in here with a tiny mini drop notch up top. And yes, that's what Realme are calling their water drop notch. This holds a 5-megapixel selfie camera which takes decent looking shots, nicely detailed with natural colors. The edge detection is a bit wonky, but at this price segment you can't really complain, it's okay for the price point. Coming back to the display, it's protected by Corning's Gorilla Glass 3 and has relatively thin bezels all around. Realme claims that the screen to body ratio here is nearly 90%, 89.8% as per the Flipkart landing page. Overall, it seems like a good panel for binge watching YouTube videos and other sorts of media. Decent colors, good viewing angles. The fact that there is no wideband L1 here is a minor con, but one that I'm not gonna dock points for since the competition, the Redmi 8A, does not have it either. Now, what is most definitely not a con here is the performance. This phone is powered by the MediaTek G70 chip. Now, this is a new 12nm chip and it seems to be a beast, at least as far as the benchmarks are concerned. This may be the first time that we are seeing the G70 in action, but the core configuration is basically the same as the MediaTek Helio G90T. Of course, with lower clock speeds. So two powerful Cortex-A75 cores running at 2 GHz each, coupled with 6 lower powered Cortex-A55 cores running at a lower 1.7 GHz each. Overall, in the time we spent with the G70, it seemed to do well with basic everyday tasks, opening up various apps, scrolling through websites, switching between social media apps. Everything felt smooth and snappy. Another improvement here is that Realme have bumped up the base RAM storage from 216 to 332. There's also a higher 464 RAM storage option. Of course, we do have a dedicated microSD card slot, so we can expand it further if needed. And this is present to the left of the device above the volume buttons. And while we are here, let's take a look around the device at the other placements too. The power button is present to the right. The bottom houses the primary speaker, micro USB port, primary mic, and the headphone jack. So ironically, no Type-C yet for the C series. Lame puns apart. The performance, we were really impressed by the Mali G52MC2 GPU here. Even demanding titles like Modern Combat ran smoothly without any stutters or noticeable frame drops. That's a big step up from the PowerVR G8320 on the Realme C2. Overall, the G70 seems to be a sizable spec upgrade compared to the Helio P22 on the Realme C2. And that looks all the more alluring given that the Redmi 8A did not get a spec bump and it has the same chip as its predecessor. On the software side of things, we have Realme UI here. Yes, the C3 is the first phone to come with Realme UI out of the box in India. And I have to say the experience, it doesn't feel like a budget device. The new revamped interface looks clean. We have Android 10 features like a system-wide dark mode and some unique Realme UI features like, well, personal information protection and game space. As far as biometrics go, like the previous C series devices, there is no fingerprint scanner on board, but Face Unlock works pretty well. Now, Realme UI is based on ColorOS 7, and ColorOS has always been pretty frugal when it comes to battery life. So I do expect battery life to be good here, especially since Realme have upped the battery capacity to 5000 mAh. That said, I do wish Realme had gone Type-C and provided faster than 10-watt charging, because 5000 mAh, 10 watts, it's gonna be a while. And especially the 8A, while a 10-watt charger is what's included in the box, it does come with support for 18-watt fast charging. Anyway, moving on, optics, we seem to have the same 12+2 megapixel cameras from the last time. The primary camera does well in brightly lit conditions, images come out looking crisp with good colors. The separation between the subject and the background, it's good thanks to that f1.8 lens. Chroma boost also returns, so it does help amp up the saturation if needed. There is no dedicated night mode, but thanks to the 1.75 micron sized pixels and the wide aperture, even the low light shots seem usable. The secondary camera, it's a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and when it comes to portraits, it seems to do an okay job. The edge detection could have been a little better, especially around the ears, but for the most part, the subject looks well detailed with natural skin tones. Initial impressions, the cameras on the C3 are pretty much what we'd expect from a phone in this price point. I'll have more to say if I do end up actually reviewing this C3. So let me know, would you guys want to see a review of the C3? Go ahead, leave a comment down below. And finally, let's talk price. As of now, we do not have any official confirmation of the pricing as of shooting this video. But I guess the Realme C3 should be priced somewhere around the 6,000, 7,000 rupee mark. When the C2 launched a year ago at 6,000 rupees, it offered a nice blend of performance and usability for the price. And with the C3, Realme have improved it in key areas like gaming, RAM, storage, and even battery capacity. Yes, I'd have liked to see better cameras, faster charging, and even a fingerprint scanner. But honestly, at this budget, the C3 does a bang-up job of offering the essentials that are required for a good smartphone experience. There are no extras, yes, but then the basics, I think they have it covered. At least that's been my initial impressions. Now, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Realme has actually done enough to justify the C3, or would you have liked to see more upgrades? Would you consider the Realme C3 if you were shopping for a phone in this price point? Or is there anything else that you'd say was a better option here? Leave a comment down below letting me know. And I guess that's pretty much it. As always, thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about this video. Subscribe, turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. And thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.